This is the second video on item types in OpenBridge Modular. We'll see how you can create item types and properties. So we come here in the utilities inside the item types. In here, let's say whatever we have, we will create one or two of them. Let's say first one in the item types here. Once we come here, this is the item type library. Let's say we create another one for peer. So because we have peer, so I'll just say peer1. And then once it is done, then it will be created a new. I can create item type. So first one is the item type library, then item type. So I need to create item type inside that. So item type is a peer consists of peer cap, piles, column, and footings. So I can say peer cap, we can add peer column, we can also add peer footing. Now inside this is one item type. Inside that, like here we have item types and then we have the properties inside. So these are the properties will be there. So if we go here, so we can say property definition. So come here, you can say, let's say we want the width, and then we say I give it another one, which is I say cap type, and then we say we give another one is material. Now so you can see we have just gave this listed the in the item type in the library, and then item types and the properties, item types, and then we have the properties in there. So we can attach any of all these to the element we want. Now one thing is also there are the properties. Here is the we have the properties, what type of properties should be that one. Let's say if that is a number, we'll say this is a number, and then we just select from here, and then is that we'll go through this. There are some expression, it is coming with the expression builder that will come later on in another video how we do develop this one, but I'll just show here is the weight, it will be a number, and say, and I don't want to change, so that would be true, and then I don't the default, and then the units is I can leave the unit to the distance here, so it's working unit. And now the second one is, let's say I've given cap type, and then I say okay, we'll give it as a name. All right, and then this name, we don't know what would be the name, cap type, we don't have anything. We will input that one in the individual cap, so we just leave it. So this will be read only. We said no, this is not read only, this is false, because we will change it in there. And this one material, now this is coming as material. Now this is coming as text, but I'll just leave it at this moment and then we'll come back in a sec. What we may need, let's we can leave it like this as a, we'll put the text in there as a write-up, or we can select from a drop down. So we'll come back how we can do it drop down, but before we do that, let's just see what we have done here. Then we save it. So let's say I come here and this, assuming I've selected this cap. So I go in the attach item. We just make sure we haven't selected anything else. We just select this peer one and then we say yes, this is done. This. Now if I go into the properties, you can see the peer cap that I have added in there, the width, cap type, material. Those three came as I have given the item type properties, and this is the item type peer cap. So that's we have given in there. Now let's have a look. Now here, as I said, this should come up with the width, actual width of the material here when we select exactly the cap, not the whole element, and also when there would be the correct expression inside there that will pick up the exact value, and we don't need to write anything, it will show the value. The second thing is cap type. Here I haven't given anything, nothing is here because we selected their text and we said read only false. That means I can edit here cap type if there is any name, I don't know, I'm just writing headstock, another name of cap, so I'm just writing it. So you can give whatever, because this is now the material. I am saying okay, this is concrete, or I can give timber or whatever. So but the second thing is, now you say no, I don't want this way, this is fine, headstock, width, whatever, it is fine. I want material, I want to select from a drop down list. So let's go back to that list. So if we go here, so we don't have anything in list here, so we can add the list here, which is this list will come from a pick list, which is pick list option. So that has actually two ways it can be done. One is from here we can go manually in there, and in DGN, in this DGN that will be done. And then there is from an Excel we can import it. So I'll show here how we can do from here. So if we go, so we need to, from here we need to select DGN files or Excel files. Excel files I'll not show at this moment, we'll show later on. Also DGN files. If I do DGN file, so it before that list need to be somewhere that I gonna show you. So I need to close it. So I need to set it first. So to set that pick list, I need to come here, and that was I previously created. I'll delete that. So you will actually see blank. There was some previously created for some other reason, so you'll see blank. So let's assume there is nothing. So you create add new file and you say material, And in this material, what would be your material? Let's say concrete. Another one, it would be concrete. You need to just click it with your mouse, timber, and then you have steel. Let's say I leave these 3 elements and then I save it. Now if I go into my properties, you can see here we still don't see because we have just included in there, but we haven't attached in here. So we go back into the attachment type how we did. So we go into there, here, here. So we know that we have done that one attachment in there. If we go, we select this. From here we select DGN files, and settings is, if we come into the settings, from there you select your list. So we have done material, okay. So now we just save it. So if we come back, from here you can see this is now a drop down, so you can select your material type. So in summary, basically we just have learned how we can attach item type, how we can create, and in this is a part of this list is a pick list that we created the pick list, and from there we have attached it here. But this pick list we have taken from the DGN, from this DGN, because we have created here, we didn't go outside this file also. We'll create the pick list from the Excel. So we come utilities and in the pick list, so you just need to create the list where the materials will be there, and that will be in an Excel. So but Excel needs to have a correct format, but we don't know the format. So what I do, the easier way is just to create something as a, I can say test pick, just giving some name and then saying material, just giving that, save. So what I gonna do, I'm gonna delete it, but I am exporting this one just to get the correct format. And here I am saying test pick list. Now I'll open that Excel sheet. Now this is the Excel sheet where you can see this is the format. So what I'm gonna do, so this one we want as will come material, and here we want, let's say concrete. We want another one is steel. Let's say we want timber, and that can be many more, but here we just take this like this, pick list dot value 1 2 3, and if we need more we just drag it down. So just leave it and just keep material. Okay, so I'll close it out. So once this closed it out, I'll delete this. Now if we come into the pick list, we can go into add new. We don't need to do that. We will import the pick list, which is this one, and then we come here. We can see this is the material we have added, so it's all there. So in the attach list, we can go into there, we can go here, PR cap width, what we had previously here. We just go in the pick source, in the material here, not in the width, in the material, in the pick list source, we just select again the DGN file, because this Excel sheet, from that Excel sheet we have already imported in there, and this one will come here, the material. So this is here. So if we do save and close, so now if I come into the utilities and we want to see and attach, so we can see here the PR cap, which has material, and then we have the 3 from the pick list: concrete, steel and timber. So this is the way we can import the list, and without importing, also just inputting here as I showed, we can import the item types. The other way is, if we go here, if we come into the material, we can see in the pick list option there are DGN files that we have done. Also is the Excel file, XLSX, that's will not import the Excel, rather than this will read from the Excel, and this will be covered in another video.